Hello my beautifuls, welcome to Cosmic Love Tarot. Just before I started to get ready to do my reading, I went to put on a little bit of makeup. I don't wear much makeup, maybe a little bit of lipstick and a bit of mascara. Now this will also represent you, so there's something really significant here. So what happened with me, I went into my cupboard in my bathroom and whatever I put in, I knocked something else out of it, and I picked that up and I put that in the cupboard, and then I knocked something else and it fell on the floor, and it made me laugh. And I just thought, oh my god, have I got too much stuff in my cupboard or what? So the energy I'm picking up is very much of this it's like this anxiety, this anxiousness of it feels as if you are going to go on a date. Okay, it's something that you've always wanted, well, not always wanted to do, but it's something, or it's with somebody that you and spirit is around me. My nose gets so itchy every single time I start reading my cards. So it feels to me that you're gonna be asked out on a date, and you're all fingers and thumbs, you're all excited, you're all nervous and anxious, and it feels all this energy that's happening. Okay, and so I thought I'm going to do a reading on the inner child, because it felt like the my inner child was getting all excited, and I'm only doing a reading. I'm not going on a date. I haven't been asked to go on a date, so I'm just put a little bit of mascara on, a little bit of lippy on, and I'm just going to do a reading. Okay, so I'm going to do the inner child first. I'm going to start with the inner child, and the next deck, what I'm going to do, it's called the Cosmic Insights. So I'm going to go with the flow of what this is, what's happening. Okay, so if you have been hoping for a date of a specific person, this person's coming forward and will be asking you out, or it's already been arranged and you are going out on a date. Okay, so I'm going to be working with the inner child within you of what is needed or what needs to be looked at. I don't know. Let's just see what comes out. Okay, I hope you're all well. We're getting closer now to Christmas, and it's, yeah, all the presents are wrapped up and shopping's done. So let's pull a card and let's see what happens for this date that you may not be expecting. What does your inner child want you to know? Okay. Set boundaries. Claim your power and know your value today. Okay. So for this date night, it's about setting boundaries, being true to yourself, be open, be honest. I'm going to read what it says. Number 32 could also be significant for you, or narrow it down to a number 4. Okay, set boundaries. Setting boundaries can often be an awkward and uncomfortable thing to do. No is a powerful word, one that many of us have been taught to shy away from. We may feel as though it is our responsibility to create happiness or pleasure for others by saying yes, but this should not have to come at a cost of ourselves. If you have pulled this card, then it is most certainly time to utilise the word no more frequently in your life. Okay, now that is interesting. This really is about maybe not necessarily going on a date. Maybe it's about you setting your boundaries of being particular who you want to date, okay? And setting your boundaries. So feeling comfortable with yourself to say no. No, thank you. Because you know that whoever asks you for a date is not the right person for you. Or it might be that somebody's asking you for a date and there might be certain things that you will accept and not accept. It's something within you that you have learned. It's like, it feels to me, because these cards were, it's all about inner child. So it's all about healing the inner child, and you are comfortable with knowing who you are. And so you'll never take second best. You'll never just accept a date night because you're feeling lonely. You don't feel lonely. You feel fulfilled, happy, peace. You fulfill your own time and you enjoy your company. And so if anybody chooses to ask you for a date, it's got to be on an equal energy exchange, and only you know that. You know what it is, and you know what you're looking for, and you know that when the right person comes along, then yes, it will be a yes date. But if it's not the right energy for you, you're not making do, it will be a no. Thank you, but thanks for asking, but no. So yeah, this is the energy I'm picking up. So it completely twisted. I thought it would be actually a date. I'm not sure. I'm still not sure. So the card underneath the deck is be still. Cultivate a space of stillness and silence to just be. You know what you want, and you're not taking second best. You're not making dues anymore. You know your value. You know your worth, and you know, if it's not gonna happen this side of Christmas, then so be it. You're still enjoying your own company. Okay. So let's go for the card and see what's gonna come from this, which is the cosmic insight. What is the cosmic insights to you setting your boundaries to say no and feel comfortable to say no? And it could be no with anything. It might be even like to meet up at a certain place and you don't want to be in that place. So you'll say, no, I don't want to be there. I don't want to go there, but let's go here. Whatever it might be, but you feel very, very comfortable to stand your own, okay? It really feels very strongly your own integrity to be honest and be truthful, be authentic with who you are, setting your boundaries with what you want. Okay, so cosmic insight. What does the cosmic want to show you right now? What does the cosmic want to show you right now? What is the influences around you? Challenges. Make a decision. Work on inner healing. Okay. If you have challenges, make a decision and work on inner healing. What is your challenges right now? What is your challenges? Instructions, that's interesting. Wait a minute. How interesting. This is the instructions to the deck of cards. Still significant. I pulled it for a reason. Instructions. I'm going to read it. Cosmic insights can be used to clarify messages with another tarot deck or for a straightforward quick messages. Infuse the cards with the energy shuffle and ask the question. Pull 1 to 3 cards. An X. What do I need to know about my person interest? Now, since I've pulled that card, and I'm not going to change it, I've pulled that card for a reason. I did not know it was in my deck, to be honest. So it feels to me that you already do tarot cards. You already trust yourself. You trust your intuition. You trust what messages that you receive. And you also trust when people come into your life, there's a specific reason why they're coming into your life. Is this something for you to learn? Is this something for you to look into that is needed for you to heal something a little bit more? Is it going to be a challenge to you? Something that is being shown? Or is it going to be for your highest good? You know, it's something, you're not going into anything blinded. You have this awareness about you. And you've also got the awareness of energy. You've got awareness of the cosmic shifts of moving people forward and moving people out, and you're quite intrigued. You're intrigued with life, which is such a beautiful place. But at the same time, I'm reverting back to my cupboard in my bathroom. It's like an excitement. You feel this excitement of something new that's happening around you. And but at the same, it's like you know something is brewing, something is happening, but at the same time you're different. You're a completely different person. You know what you want, you know what you don't want, you know where you want to be, you know where you don't want to be, but at the same time you're excited to start something new, to look into something new, to share a bit of your time with somebody if they're worth you sharing your time with. You're not going to waste your energy, but it's going to be the right energy that's going to be brought into your life. So yeah, instructions. You are your own instructions, really. It's a cosmic insight to everything. You're connected to everything. Quite an interesting card to randomly pick. Shall I pick another one? Okay. Yes. Luck is on your side, Ladybird. Yes. So wherever you're going, it's yes. It's a yes card. You're going the right way. You know who you are. You know what you want. You know when it would be a date night, when it's going to be a true calling connection. You're also aware when it's going to be just a friend connection, or just, just go out and have a laugh and enjoy yourself. You understand energy, and you know what you're looking for. You're just going to go with the flow of what you're going to be shown, and that's the energy I'm picking up. It's like you seem to be really in your moment. You've set your boundaries. You know who you are. You don't fall for anything. You're not going into anything blinded at all. You're absolutely wide awake with everything. And even connections that you're connecting to, friendships, all kinds of relationships. You're consciously aware of what these relationships are actually showing you about you, why you're connecting to these relationships, and what you're learning about yourself through those relationships. You're not looking at it other than possible potentials of a love relationship. You're just seeing it for what it is, and you're accepting it. You're comfortable with it, and it's like oh, that's interesting. It's like okay, you are the card, you are the instruction to your deck of cards without playing the cards. Your deck of cards is every person that you meet is another card that's just been unfolded. And what is that card actually showing you? It's a real deep insight in the 3D realm of where you're at in the 5D. It's that energy, and you're aware of it. It's quite fun, really. It's exciting that you are at that point to recognise where you're at, and it feels. I was a little bit like a finger and thumb, really, knocking bloody stuff out my cupboard. That I found funny. It was funny that I was actually putting one thing back and nothing was just dropping. I knocked it with my sleeve, or I've knocked it with something, and it was quite funny. And it's like that excitement of exploring the comfortableness of who you are, exploring the comfortableness of who you are. How interesting is that? I love that. I love that, because it goes back to this card that was underneath the deck, Be Still. Let me just read that. Be Still, number 4 card. That's interesting. because setting boundaries was the number 32. Narrow it down to a 4. The card underneath the deck was Be Still, which is a card number 4. So I've just been drawn to this now, which I hadn't as much before. So let's see what it says with what I've just said to you. Acceptance. Try to observe a painful or undesired aspect of your life without judgment. Non-judgment is a practice of suspending all beliefs and criticisms about how you or others should act, behave, or exist in the world. If judgmental thoughts or words encroach on your practice, allow them to gently fade away as you hold on to the mindset of non-judgment. Once you reach a place of acceptance regarding what is or what has happened, practice sending love to yourself in this space. Even if it feels a little forced, tell yourself and your inner child that you love yourself where you are and as you are. Tell yourself that nothing has to change for you to be worthy of your love for yourself. This is about you using your discernment. This is about you really knowing who you are. When people come into your life, it's because they are the right people to come into your life. And if anybody chooses to disrespect you in any way, you are able to use your discernment and to be shown by your higher self, okay, so what is this showing me about me? You are fully aware of people projecting and assuming and making assumptions of who they believe that you are, but you are so comfortable with who you are that you can see other people for who they are with no judgment. Oh, interesting. What a beautiful place to be in. That's a beautiful place. And yeah, okay, so where do I want to go from here? Where do I want to go? I thought you were going to be going on a date, and I do feel that you are. So we're going to go, we're going to get this clarified. Yes. So what is this yes? What are you going to be saying yes to? So let's see. Romance angels. Okay. What is the divine bringing forward for you for Christmas? Wow. I feel quite excited for you. In fact, I feel very excited for you. You're going to be all fingers and thumbs getting ready. You just know. You're just going to know. That's the energy, because it's the yes card. It's the luck is on your side. And it's a ladybird. Could be seeing ladybirds. Luck is on your... Okay. Okay. Clarify yes, please. Clarify yes. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Interesting. Because you have the divine with you. You can see through people's masks and deception. And I honestly don't feel that this card is showing me that the person that's coming forward is going to be deceitful. I don't feel that at all. Because I did mention use your discernment. This is about their own insecurities. This is about their own inner child wounding. This is also to do with their own inner shadow. Use your discernment with this one. Whoever is going to come forward is going to be the right person for you at this specific time for a specific reason. At the moment, we don't know what that reason is. But this person that's coming forward, they think they're coming in for a specific thing as a relationship with you, but it's not. I feel it's not going to be. There's going to be something else, something really significant with this relationship, unknown to both of you. That's quite interesting. Let go of control issues. Okay, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay. You've got to go with the flow of this relationship when this relationship comes in, where you feel that you will say yes to it. But it's not going to be what you think it's going to be. Or even if you think it's going to be a relationship, it's not going to be the kind of relationship that you think it's going to be, or vice versa. There's something else that's going on here, and it feels something very cosmic. It feels very, I don't know, oh, that's interesting, because that card was challenges. To make a decision, work on inner healing. Okay, that's interesting. It's clarifying, really, this deception and letting go of control issues. It's not going to be what you think it's going to be, but it's going to be something even more than what it is. Much, much more, that you won't see it at first, but the divine is asking you to use your discernment and to also tap into your intuition about how far you've come, how much you've understood you and healed your inner child wounding, and your own power as it feels as a empath, as a intuitive empath. But you're coming into this relationship to see something slightly different. Now, it could be a past relationship, it could be it could be your children's father, or vice versa. It could be something to do with the past, maybe, but looking at something now from a different perspective, because you've set your boundaries, you've claimed your power back through it. You know who you are, you're comfortable with who you are, but you still feel you need to be in this relationship. You need to say yes to this relationship. There's something that needs to be healed in what needs to be seen. I'm hoping that I'm making this sense. It's like, it's exciting, but the old you is not there anymore. It's the new you. So you're going into it differently. You're looking at something differently. That's what it's showing me. Okay. Playfulness, be playful with it. Okay, recapturing romance. Allow the inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Now, it's showing me this... I am really picking up... Okay, when you look at this... Now, the masculine energy is more in shadow, it shows me, and you are in light. So it's something that you are so conscious of, because you've done the deep inner healing. You've learned about who you are. So the old you is now gone. Okay. But at the same time, you are connected, and you are soulfully connected to a past love. And this past love was in shadow, where you once was in. And now you're not. So you're coming into this relationship now with a different outlook to it. You're using your discernment of, okay, so what is this relationship really now showing me of where I've been, what part of my healing journey is still required for me to connect back into my past relationship, because that's the energy I'm picking up. And it's something that you cannot be in control of. You can't control the situation. It's about the inner child coming up. You might have been more of a controlled freak in your past, in this relationship. And maybe it's shown you just go with the flow of it, what it feels right. Maybe that's what it is that you need to do, that inner child excitement. You know, not to think that, oh, it's got to be set this way. It's got to be, you know, they've got, it's like ticking the boxes in this relationship, right? They've got to be like that. They've got to say this, when I've asked them that. And it's that kind of energy. It's not asking you to do that. And this is where it can be quite challenging, okay? This is about you really grasping how far you've come. It's grasping what you've learned about yourself. You know, we're all stuck in that inner child wounding mentality, really. And when we start to heal our own past traumas, we're moving away from that trauma, because it's done and dusted, it's out the way, it's gone. But if you're stepping back into a relationship where it once triggered you, but the relationship was a good relationship, but there was something that how you perceived it, how you projected something on your shadow self, and you are now looking at it differently. Right, okay, this person, not necessarily the person itself, but something that you projected onto that person, because it's a shadow. You projected something onto that person, and you are recognizing, okay, it wasn't actually that person that actually annoyed me, but it was something within that person that I projected onto. And now I need to use my discernment and to see, was it really my projection, and have I healed from it for it to not to trigger me anymore, so I can be in that fun energy again, and to let go of my own control of ticking my box. No, you've got to be a certain way, you've got to say a certain thing, blah 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 blah. It happens. This is the energy I'm picking up. It's quite complex. It's quite complex in its own way, because deception, we deceive ourselves, and it goes right back to that, oh, what a tangled web we weave, when first we practice to deceive. Because when we are in shadow, we project our own inner shadow onto another person, not necessarily about that other person that is hurting you or betraying you. We're literally betraying ourselves, because we are expecting a certain way of being while still in shadow. I hope this is making sense, because what's happening is you're going to be asked out on a date, okay? And you've come, and I feel like I'm repeating myself right now, and you've come a long way, and you are being shown, it's going to be a challenge to you, you're going to be shown how far you've come, and it's not in a controlled way. It's about using your discernment and knowing that you are being shown something specific about you, not the other person. You're not projecting onto that other person. You are seeing you of what you've learned about what was once triggering. Okay, so that's that. Underneath that deck is Art to Art Conversations. Wow, that's interesting. Look how it's divinely led. This is divinely led. Something you are opening up. You are opening up. Now, what it came to my mind is Pandora's box, but Pandora's box, what's being opened up, it's not about Pandora's box as in you can't see what's in Pandora's box. You've worked through Pandora's box, but you're opening up what was once stuck in Pandora's box, and you're opening up and expressing of how far you've come. You know, you're claiming your power. You're claiming your power and your values of who you are through the journey that you needed to heal that inner child wounding from your relationship, because both of you was in shadow. Okay, now the person that you've got in your mind, that you are going on this date with, that you know from your past. Okay, this is the energy I'm picking up. They know what they know how they feel about you. They know what they experience being in separation from you, but they haven't got the insight that you've managed to gain, because you're the High Priestess I'm picking up. You're the divine feminine. The divine feminine has to do the healing. The masculine cannot do this. Only the divine feminine can do this. And they start the healing process. And the more that you start to transcend in your own healing, you are able then to, and if you're meant to come back, to connect again to your divine masculine, it's for a purpose, and that purpose is for you to use your discernment and to express how you first perceived it, of something that triggered you and why you was a runner. It makes me feel that you were the runner. I do get a lot of channeled messages, as you can see, so cards just plays a part in it, but it feels as if that you were the runner in it because something that triggered in the person that belongs to your inner child wounding. But you're going to be expressing that because you're owning your power to feel comfortable to express this. And the more that you express what you've learned about you, because this is what's really important about what you learned about you, when you express that, your masculine counterpart can accept that, can accept also then their journey, because you're helping them to see something from a different perspective. They're not seeing it now from a hurt perspective. They're seeing it, oh wow, this is a two-way learning curve for both, on both sides. It's like a counter reaction and action from both parties. But the masculine can see that. They just saw that you left them and you ran away, and but now you're coming back. It feels more mature, more knowledgeable, but you're still in that excited childhood energy of exploring this other challenge that you're going to be faced with. And it's you're more mature to see what this challenge is going to be about. You know, are you able to speak from a higher perspective of what you learned from your shadow inner child wounding connection? Okay, I hope that's making sense. Okay, so yeah, deep conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other, but it really is about you. You are divinely led because you're the divine feminine, and it's for you to explain or express who you are. It's about you being true to yourself. It's not about controlling the conversation. Just go with the flow. Just have it. Just keep it fun. Keep it light. Keep it gentle. Don't expect, because it's not about ticking boxes. Don't expect anything from it. Just be as it is, and yeah, that's it. That is it. So I'm gonna pick the card now from the Healing Energy Oracle, and let's see what comes from this for you. I'm just looking at my picture, photo of my son who's in spirit, and that picture's the only photo that I actually had a full frontal photo took of him, which he asked for, and it ended up to be still in my camera when he passed away, and he never had his photo took, ever. And so this is a very treasured photo, and all of a sudden I just felt this really strong smile of I'm on the right path of trying to give this message to you. And it's for you to also know that you are on your right path to connect in with the divine, and to know that what you are being shown is all part of your journey. It's all part of your soul evolution. It's all part of your ascension. It's all part of you walking towards your own divinity, your masculine, your feminine divinity within you. Your counterpart is your masculine energy in shadow self, but still significant whilst in your healing process. That's the energy I'm picking up. Okay. The calm. I breathe, live and grow the light within me. I do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. I cast off my doubts or fears, disperses, and I find peace in my being. And like I said, and this is the overall energy, your calmness, because this is about you using your discernment. It's not about control. It's not about ticking boxes. This is about you just go with the flow. The divine is leading you to something that is bringing you that deep sense, inner sense knowing of your boundaries. You know who you are. You know what you want. And if it's not ready for you in this present moment, that's okay. That's okay. But in this moment, you're going to go on a date. You're going to be offered to go on to a date, and this date is going to be very significant for your healing process of what you're learning about yourself and how far you've come. Okay, but you also will be teaching, just by you being authentic, your counterpart something very, very significant for them to start their own healing journey. Okay, very powerful. This is all with the new moon energies from Sagittarius, and we're also coming into the ending of this year, so you've worked really hard. So I'll leave that there, and thank you so much for joining me. If you're happy with my reading, please like, share and subscribe. Comment if you feel that you'd like to share something. That would be really great. I really would appreciate that. I'm just starting to do my FaceTimes on video, so that's me stepping out my comfort zone. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And I wish you a Merry Christmas. God bless.